Hi, this is Rugged Cams, and today we'll be discussing our IP line of products called EnviroCams. In this video, we're going to be going over the P2P account creation and setup of the Guard Viewer application for phones and tablets. We're going to go over a little bit of information from our prior video on how to set up the P2P account and configure the Guard Station PC application. If you haven't done that already, go do that now. Of course, it's not required. If you're not going to use the PC, you can go ahead and skip that video. And if you have not watched the video on how to configure your NVR to the local network, you'll need to stop this video and absolutely go and do that one, because there's going to be some information that you're going to have to take note of from that setup to complete these steps. And as in other videos, in case you haven't watched them, the reason that we are utilizing this P2P connection is because it allows us to bypass the need for port forwarding. That normally requires us to call the internet service provider and deal with their level 2 or level 3 tech support technicians, or call the local IT guy out so that he can come and do the port forwarding through our modem or router for us. If you've ever dealt with an older coax system or a system that doesn't have a P2P capability, then you know what a pain in the tail that can be. A modem burns out and you've got to start the whole port forward process over again, or an employee does a hard reset for any reason and your port forwarding is wiped out and you've lost remote access. With this P2P connection, none of that's going to be an issue. As long as we have an active internet connection, we will have access to our system. So on your phone, what you'll do is just open up a browser and you're going to go to www.star4live.com. When you get to this page, you're going to go to the Sign Up tab, and you'll create a username and a password, and then confirm your password. You're going to keep this username and password handy because we will be using it again later. Once you've done that, you will enter in a valid email address and select this acquire option. And what's going to happen then is you'll go check your email and look for the verification code, which you will then copy and then type in this box. Once you have that inputted correctly, select Sign Up. Once you've signed up, you will then be able to log into your account with the credentials that you have created. Your username, your password, and then log in. Once you get to your device page, you won't see anything hanging out here, but that's not a problem. What you'll do is you're going to come here to Add Device, and you're going to manually input the register code that you took note of earlier. If you get anything wrong, there's going to be a big red warning over here that tells you that something is incorrect. But if everything is right, then what you'll do is you'll just give the device a name and you will hit Add. If everything goes well, again, we'll jump to our device list page and we'll see the name, relevant information for the system, and our status online. If at first it reads offline, don't worry, don't panic, that's normal. Sometimes it takes it a minute before it registers and everything gets synced up. But once you have the status that reads online, you can go ahead and exit. And you're now going to go to your Play Store. Because I'm using an Android emulator, of course I go to the Google Play Store. If you're using an iPhone or an Apple product, you'll go to the iTunes. And you're going to do a search for Guard Viewer. And you should see that the publisher is Leon Smith, that's our developer. And you're going to get this app installed. Accept all the permissions. And once it is finished, go ahead and open the app up. Your first time in the app, it's going to prompt you for a username and password. This will be the username and password that you created on the Star 4 Live page for your P2P account. And then you will log in. And once more, if everything has gone properly, what you'll be able to do is come up here, select your Live View tab, and you'll see that your NVR or your camera, it's ready to begin its live view. If you check the box here, they'll all be selected or deselected, or you can just pick an individual camera and start your live view. By default, the app settings are set to smooth. This is to help preserve bandwidth and give you the most fluid image possible. It is unfortunately not going to be the clearest image. SD is a sort of a middle of the road option, and just like on the PC app, if you give a double tap, or for me it's a click, but a double tap will pull you up full screen, and you can see the difference between smooth, SD, and HD. Alright, and when you're done with your live view, select this tab and that will close. And over here is your multi-window tab, where you can select playback, actually go into your devices window. You can add manually if you so choose. If you decide that port forwarding is the route to go. And that fairly much will conclude this tutorial for setting up the P2P account and getting your phones and tablets ready. And if you have any problems, guys, just give me a call here at 866-283-6003, and I will get you unstuck with wherever you may be jammed up.